We're live. So, all right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Great Pill Podcast. This is Angelus representing for GP. As always, give me like a second while I just get a little intro going here, a little intermission. Testing 1, 2, 3. 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 Got like 50 things going on. All right. So testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. All right, guys, here we go. What's going on? All right, I'm having fun with this. I'm having really fun with this. All right. What's going on, guys? Angelus representing for the Gray Pill Podcast, aka BKA GP. You can find us on Spotify, also and Facebook community, also on Instagram, and also, of course, YouTube. Now, forgive me. I'm like at 92%. Unfortunately, I caught that Rona like a week ago and been recovering from it. So I'm good. I'm good. I just have like a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm working on right now. So, but we have an interesting topic of debate. We're missing one co-host, but unfortunately, the show must still go on, and I'm not afraid to keep the show going. But we got an interesting little topic. I just got a ding, so I'm trying to figure out who is that. One second. Okay. Yeah, that's the other partner. They're running late, so we're gonna deduct some points, some cool points from them. But yeah, like I was saying, so we have an interesting topic. So one of the topics is going to be pretty much your worst date. So if anybody had any stories of worst dates, because everybody's always talk about their best dates most of the time. So what's the on the girl side? What's the extravagant things or the craziest or the most awesome things guys did for women on their first date? Most memorable, off the wall, even when they're down to marriage. Also, guys too. We have our best date stories, but I think our best date stories always end with some nookie at the end. Unless you're old school and you kind of remember back in the day when just getting that number was like the best first date, when allegedly it wasn't your first date, or your the best first date for us back in the day was just getting the number, getting that kiss, or just holding her hand. So that's pretty much was our first date. So I can respect that. Um, what else? Another one. That's pretty much it. But I'm gonna start off with a story here. I'm gonna check one more time to see if the other half coming through because I don't want to keep interrupting and stopping back and forth. All right. So, anywho, but I do want to give a shout out while we're in the intermission because I have a cool friend, and I said I was going to give a shout out to them because what they did I thought was very cool, and I've been slowly but steadily trying to organically build this podcast on the YouTube side, and always networking and filtering through the Facebook blogger and Instagram. I don't think I'm doing that good job on the Instagram side, but a good friend saw a message, and I was inviting them to just check out the show, get some feedback, some positive feedback on the content, and take it from there. And their response was this, and I told them I would give them a shout out, and we'll discuss that in a hot second. As soon as I portray it, I just want to make sure I do it right. Okay. Okay, there you go. So a simple message, pretty much an invite, just let them know, like I do everybody else promoting the show, and they say I have a birthday dinner to go to attend to for this Saturday evening. I'll still plug in and view from the dinner table for a bit. Smiley face. I thought it was pretty cool. So I just want to say thank you. Shout out to special friend of mine that's having a birthday dinner and actually taking the time out just to do that. So that means a lot to me. So if this if this podcast ever go further than what it is now, I promise you this is gonna be like captured and displayed up there because I'm gonna make that a number one fan type of deal. So that's pretty cool. All right. So worst dates, because that's the subject. So me personally, I have a few pet peeves because I had to think of what pet peeves was. So I have two stories, but I'll break down one story of a worst date. That is one worst date. Somebody just sent the message. What's going on, Papi Blanco? Hey, Papi, I'm gonna send you a link just cause, bro. 1 second, Papi. All right. So, like I was saying, worst dates. So I remember this date very intimately. Okay. So I came down, relocating from Jersey to good old Alabama, and transitioning over at a buddy of mine introduced me long time ago to online date site POF. So if anybody don't know about POF, it's an online date site called Plenty of Fish. So I didn't know what the hell this thing was. So I jumped up on it. It's like, okay, uh, let's see what's up. It took me like 40 minutes to actually register to the sucker, even though it's free. I felt like it was annoying as fuck. And I felt like if I'm going to put that much time into it, as a guy, I'm like, I should have like 50 bitches. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's just how I felt. Like I put too much time into a profile online dating site because I didn't. It is stupid. So anyhow, and the area that I was located in, residing at the time, was pretty much a small country town, backwoods, everything. So the reach was like crazy out there. So I get a hit from this one female. It's okay, she's cute, going by the pictures. I'm gonna describe her as a Italian thick Betty Boop, with the waist, thickness top, bottom, and ours going good. I decided to meet up, and we did. Now, mind you, at that time, I still consider myself this, but uh, at that time, I was broke. Like I just relocated out of another state. I'm trying to figure out what's things going on and this and that. So I'm like, I'm broke. So, oh man. So I probably had a good, say like per $100 just to stretch for myself to get back and forth to work for the week or two, and ended up meeting up at TJ Friday. So as a guy, I'm calculating in my head like, oh man, we gonna probably get like some appetizers, $2 or so. Get that going, and I'm not gonna order no drinks. Probably just order some water. Uh, I think like 10 appetizers back then was like what 3 for 10, something like that. I don't know. So we meet up. Of course, my attitude's just like I'm gonna pay. We meet up. We get there, and great time, great conversation. She didn't look 100% like she said in the pictures, but I wasn't judging. Um, Great time, good conversation. Uh, uh, Date was pretty much like over. Had plans to meet up again, and so at the end of the table, I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm being polite with this conversation, so we're gonna move it forward a little bit faster. So, anyhow, we go ahead and move forward to end of the date. The date is over. We make plans for the next round. Um, I didn't see her again, so I was like, okay, fine. So she kind of like bailed on me. I think a month or two came by. Ended up going over just to hang out again. So it had been like around, say like Octoberish, like fall here, I guess, in the South. End up hanging out. Are you good, bro? Sorry, that's somebody threw the messenger here. So they're viewers, fans, all that good stuff. So we going through and I get invited. Now, mind you, we re-pick up from we left off. I get re-invited to hang out over their place. And it's around like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So I get all spruced up, go over their place. I get over their place. Uh their mom was staying with them, living with them, and the house wasn't clean. I come in the door, the house wasn't clean. Uh the mom was just like literally just came out the shower, a towel wrapped around the waist, just a towel barely here. And we meet up and we don't go out. We just like I'm sitting here on the couch, like pretty much a messy, dirty house, and I'm looking for like some kind of intimacy, some kind of date going on because I'm popping up at your house at 10, 11 o'clock at night. Your mom like half naked on the right side of the couch. I'm thinking like, what the fuck going on? And nada. So, and she's clean up and dragging stuff on. And next thing you know, like maybe like from 10 to 12, 1 o'clock at night, um, the mother finally decides to get up and go to the bedroom. She finally comes over and decides to sit down. At this point, I'm just like, why am I even here? But most of us guys, we already think with our other heads, like, okay, I really know why I'm here. Uh, and we didn't do anything. So all I know is I'm like so off because the house was like so dirty, and a mom just came in with like a skimpy ass towel and just sat there on the other side of the couch across from me. Like it like fucked my whole head up. So I'm just sitting there the whole time, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. And I'm gonna be low key petty. I'm like, yo, I either just want to get some at that point and just leave, or it's like somebody got to say something to apologize for wasting my time. That's just literally how I felt. And none of the above happened. So around 1, 2 o'clock, I'm still sitting there waiting for something to change. Nothing changed. Nothing transpired to where I thought it should have went. And got up, left, gave some little grandma peck hug, and dip. So that's pretty much like one of my worst dates that I ever had. And never again. Never again. Now, I had a great date. I'm not gonna say one of the best, so I don't want nobody in the audience like, "Oh my god, I dated and jealous and this that third." Calm down. It's not that serious. Everybody have their own projectors of the truth and what they feel is the best and this and that. So I don't even try to say nothing's perfect. I don't try to say nothing's the best because everything's subjective to everybody else. So, I might, me myself, I might make hell, my God rest her soul. My grandma's alive today. She might make some home cooking meal, and that might be the best. And tomorrow, my mother might pop over with some pie, and that might be the best meal. So one day doesn't supersede the next. So one thing doesn't supersede another. So everybody just need to calm down. Just throwing that for disclosure right now. But um, I would say one of the best or one of the memorable, just I guess just pretty much something that's off the cusp, and I'll throw a recent one out there. A birthday I had, I think like a year or two ago. Somebody very special had surprised me with a birthday. Went out, enjoyed myself, and I didn't ask for it. And that was a very good birthday. Drinks, hung out, had a good time, full body massage. Everything was on them. Again, they were asked for it. They actually put thought into it. Um, and that was a definitely good date. It doesn't matter if it was date 16, 13, 1, 2, 3. I'm considering that's a good date. Um, Never done the full body massage before. I know people claim they do it, but when you actually have a actual masseuse do it from head to toe that knows what they're doing, that's a big difference than you just having your okey doke girlfriend or fiance or wife just like, oh baby, let me rub you down. No, you have somebody medically, skilled that can do this for a living. That's that's a plus. So I would consider that a good date. Um Now back to a worst date. I'm trying to think of another one because like I said, I'm not too big. It depends on tragic dates. It depends on what people call worst dates. Um hmm, Let me think. I guess being stood up is the worst date. I guess being stood up. Like I say, I'm pretty corny. I'm pretty corny when it comes to like dates. It's like it's either it is a date or it isn't a date or whatever. I know I drove somewhere hours or two out the blue, and they wasn't there, or they was there and couldn't go nowhere, couldn't do anything. Everything was dead in the water. That's like a sucky date. I pretty much had another date where uh ooh it just hit me. I got a good one. There's somebody I drove out the way, great vibes, meeting up, went to Florida, ended up to meet up with them, and come to find out, okay, there we go. What's going on?
Hey, hubby.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. You're just in time about to tell about my second worst date experience. And then you
Oh
go,
God.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, here you go. So this is all a POF experience. I already explained the context of POF. So pretty much driving from home, going to Florida to meet up with somebody, had the vibes kicking. As soon as I get there, I think they remember it last minute, the way they talk, like
Mhm.
just had a date, even though we pre-planned it. And I'm on my way, working in my way, like, hey, I'm like an hour away. Hey, I'm like, 2 hours there. So finally got there. And when I got there, they were brushing their teeth with charcoal. Yeah, they had a mouthful of like black charcoal.
Shut up.
Yeah, it gets better. So during the time of the date, so they said, "Oh, hey, just brushing her teeth." Like, okay, I was like, "Well, she don't seem like she boring." So that's okay. I gave it a pass. Maybe she's not boring, so that might give some dates some kind of zest. All right, cool. So, and I don't want to play her out, but come to find out on this first date, you know, she does AA and she's recovering. Yeah. So that's not a problem for me.
Right.
How she went about the date, she's like, "Hey, so what you wanna do, blah, blah." I said, "Well, I don't know the area pretty well, so what you recommend, blah, blah." She said, "Oh," she's like, "Well, they have an AA meeting, like, in such and such little bit, and I'm hungry. We can go over there and get some free food." I said, "What?" I said, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, I know them. I go there, like, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday." It's like, "I just hope they have this, that, third." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Alright, not only is your Amy and you're fucking picky about what the fuck the kind of food they got, alright, let's see what happens." So, we go, we're sitting there. Now I'm thinking I'm going there being supportive of her because, again, AA meeting, but when she threw food and everything else, like, okay. We go there, enjoy. I think it had to been, like, a good 2, 3 hours. Everybody, giving their speeches and stuff, and, get up, everybody, like, get their little, food and everything else, and she gets hers and come back, and she complained about the meal, and then later on during the day, I think we went up somewhere to bar walk, came back, 'cause I think it was raining, and then, she had a guy friend that knew her that she promised to let to stay the night over there, while the same day she had a date with me. Then, she had other recovering, friends that was hanging over there, and I'm like, this whole time, like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So, the guy was over there, he was going through some stuff, I don't know what was going on, but I was getting the vibes of, like, he actually liked her, because they was having, like, little one-on-one conversations and stuff, and then the other chicks was over there doing their little conversation, and at that point, I'm just like, "Yo, let me just go on my phone, go in my corner, just chill." And then so, later on, I guess they left, and then so, we had, like, our little talk. I mean, it was like her whole day wasn't a date, it was more like her activity during the day. She did laundry, washed it, went in her car, chilled, talked for a minute, kinda leaned up for, like, a sub kiss, came back, you know, sh I don't remember if she apologized for the situation, and, like, but I know she said she forgot that, we had a date. I'm like, "I don't see how," when basically we planned for it, and I'm like, give you heads up, I'm on my way toward the day is it going on, so, I don't know. But, yeah, so that's pretty much, like, the worst date I had.
That's kind of awful, Angelus.
Yeah, you think? It's
It's
not
like you
happy?
were it's like you were, like, interrupting her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry she took you to AA.
Yeah. Now, me and the dude actually became real good friends after. That's the only positive thing came out, like, I think, like, years after the fact. He really did have, like, some I don't know what they talked about, but he actually did have some stuff going because he was part of AA and all that, and, he was getting his life back together, but me and him actually became real cool ever since then, but her personality never changed. She just, like the vibes I got from her after the fact that kinda, like, connected was she was more of the, I don't wanna say hoe hopper, but the attention hopper, and
Mm.
she'll get with somebody else, I guess, I guess the manufacturer say, get the value from the alleged guy to till she gets what she want, and she's happy where she at, so that's pretty much
Oh,
what.
attention whore. She's an attention whore.
Yeah, and she in the area that she's at, because pretty much it's like an army base, and she's originally from, I think she's from Germany also, so she got what she got, and she's happy. So, so that's pretty much my worst date.
Damn.
The first one when we go the first one when the show's over, you can always go back and watch the first one,
I
so that's
I
pretty cool.
I'm going to. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Oh my god. I thought about this for a long time because I was like, have I had, like, a bad I don't think I've ever really had, like, a horrible first date.
See, I literally said the same thing, like, because I'm pretty much no, I think I'm so vanilla, but I really had to, like, think, like, what I considered, and sometimes, like, I don't even I think I chop it up as more of an inconvenience. I think that's why I chop it up as I chop it up as a more of an inconvenience of a date.
So,
But
I just remembered one. I could classify this as one, 'cause, I had a date that I didn't know it was a date.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
I did not know it's an update.
like, it was one of my friends, they were a friend, and they were saying, like, "Oh, we should hang out on this day," and I was like, "Dope, absolutely. Let's go grab," and then he said, "Let's go grab food." I'm like, "Absolutely." Thinking it's just 2 friends grabbing food. This was not labeled as a date. This was, "Hey, let's hang out on this day."
Okay.
And we were already friends. We've hung out before. When I get to the restaurant, you know how, like, sometimes you can f it's a feeling.
Yeah.
It's just a different vibe. I get to the restaurant, and out of all the spots in the entire restaurant, we're all the way in the corner by
Nice.
ourselves, away, and it wasn't like, "Oh, there were a bunch of tables, and that's why we're in the corner." It was empty everywhere, and that's where we were, hidden away in the I like to say, in the dark shadow of the valley of death.
Mm.
Uh, and it was just, like, everything that I would normally do, like, we went to, that person wanted to go see, like, a sightseeing spot. It's a makeout spot
Oh wow.
where you, like, see all of LA, and I was just, like, trying to be nice because this is a friend, right? I don't wanna make it weird, and then I don't wanna say anything because 'cause I'm, like, in this position, I'm like, "Fuck, dude." So I'm texting someone while it's happening, and I'm like, "I don't know what to do. I feel really bad. I had no idea that this was anticipation. It was never explained to me. It was never broken down to me." We get to that spot, and then they wanted to get out of the car, and I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't like it's too cold outside. It's summer." And I'm like, "It's too cold outside." And, and then I finally go outside, I look at the scene for, like, 2 seconds, I turn around, I go back in my car, but before I turn around, the person, like, grabs me and they're like, "I'm so glad we're here," and gives me a great big hug, and I'm like, "Me too, let's go!" And so I run back to the car. The whole thing is just, like, that's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me, I think. Out
Oh
of
really?
because yeah, because I don't really think I've had too many bad dates.
I think
I'm
we're in that
lucky,
same little. I think we're in
huh?
that same little circle because like I have them, but it's like I have to think about it. So or maybe it's something that somebody else. It could be another assumption date and you didn't know about. I guess.
It was, but, like, it just I did not know anything. There was no hint. What's you know how I am. I'm anal. I look at every little thing. I think about everything way too much. I'm like, my
You
brain's
skip that.
always
You
going,
skip that beat.
"Huh?
You skip that beat.
Oh, man." I d
So
there was
so what
nothing
happened
that I
afterwards?
could've
So when the date was well, allegedly when the date was
I
over.
called I no, I called a friend and I was like, "Hey, meet us at this bar," 'cause that's where we were going next. The friend met us at the bar and we just had, like, a trio day.
Oh wow. You know what? I had that happen to me too, but I was like just after high school. But me and the girl already messed around together, and we reconnected. And shout out to my Haitian community out there because most of them don't think that I understand some languages. I can't speak everything, but I understand close enough. So she called a homeboy of hers, and he came over, and we was like the little third date thing. So when I was leaving, so I just like kind of like asked her to the door for a second. I just pretty much just like called her out on it, like, look, like if you didn't want me here to say that this, that, third, and we knew each other for like long enough. Because we knew each other like high school. We used to mess around off and on through high school. I'm like, you could just told me from scratch, like this what it was, instead of playing games. So yeah, other than that, I'll take that. So
Give a girl a warning, dude. Jesus Christ.
I had to take that shot. Take all for the brothers out there. Matter of fact,
Awful.
your friend could take that too. You just hit him for no reason. He just didn't know it yet.
That's awful. I don't know. I just felt bad. I was like I
Well,
will say this, afterwards, it was very, very clear because he was drunk and when I was dropping him off back at his house, he was drunk and he says that he doesn't remember this, and now I remember why he says he doesn't remember this,
he lying.
because yeah, he lied.
He lying.
But it was like, "You don't think anything?" I'm like, "Never." "At all?" "Nope."
He lying. I give him that one. He fell out. He took the L, but he's taking it like on a low blow if he could. So, but you ain't
Hey,
got
I get it. If I could take L's as a low blow, I would. I mean, this whole thing of like take it like a champ, I don't want to take it like a champ. I want to like maneuver a little escape plan so I don't have to take it at all. If I have to take it, then I want to take it as least as possible.
okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
You're good. I'll give you that one. It is what it is. So
I'm just saying that because there's so many I have a lot of guy friends, and it's like this facade of like, let me take it like a champ, and it's like, why? I don't
yeah,
know anybody that
we got to.
why?
The guys do.
Why? Why?
Okay, so let's put it like this. I guess because you already categorized your guy friend, so I'm just going to put it as like it is. So if you got a guy you liked it, you're going to hit him up. So you're not going to tell me you're not going to be on the cusp of just feeling like just worried, discouraged, or just nervous, like he might say no. You're human now,
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Everyone has that.
right? So you're going to be. That's how guys feel like 9 out of 10 times. So when we're approaching women,
That's
or think that we're that close or even have that bond. So like your guy, maybe he thought he wasn't in the friend zone, but he thought that maybe he had a chance or
mhm.
something. Because I wasn't there, so I'm just speaking on the other side of the fly that could have been on the wall.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
100% what it was.
yeah, maybe he thought some moment y'all had in the conversation or some piece of information he got from you, and maybe he thought he had a shot and say, "Hey, well, you know what?" Because I done that with alleged female friends in the past. Like, hey, let's go hang out, and we hang out, and I'll hit on them, and it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But I'll catch the awkwardness. Like, okay, cool. Let me just leave the date vibe out of it and just keep it just as friends. You know what I'm saying? That's how I left it. But I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do no. I'm not gonna put them in a dark spot in a corner and secluded. Let's have them vibes. Like, no, let's have the dinner date. Let's see where the vibes go. Let me do a little flirting. And if it doesn't work, you feel a little bit, cringy, then it's okay, cool. Let me fall back, just like, you know what, screw it. Let's just leave us as friends. So that
right,
would be
but
my L, but versus you just you all the running and dancing you was doing, because that's like it sucks.
what do you mean? They're all the
I'm just
running
saying
and dancing.
no, I'm saying like when you was catching on to most of the crap he was doing, and you was ducking and diving and trying to like evade the stuff he was doing. So I caught on to that. I think he did too, but he was still trying to shoot the shot a little bit, make that move. That's what I think he was doing.
You caught on to that. Everybody else in the world will caught on to that. I don't know what's up. Sometimes guys don't catch up. I don't get it. Sometimes they don't.
It's
That's
experience.
that's happened like quite a few times where it's like they don't catch on, and I'm like,
It's experience. But I think at the same time, again, I wasn't there, and I'm just saying this for the
I'm
audience. I'm just saying this for the audience because again, I'm not there. I'm sure you probably like it got checked, or whatever. But when guys usually ask you, ladies, especially in the beginning, just say, "Yo, is this a date?" You just be dumb. Is this a date? And then they'll be like,
no.
"That's what I'm saying." We women got to accept you. I think women have to say that. Like
They
that.
they do, but they don't. So like what I did was like got to enjoy a friend's company, da 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 da, but I just avoided everything because uh
I think that's what it hit. That's what he missed. He took it as a date. I think your nice intentions versus his intention of trying to make it a date.
it depends on the person. I'm gonna tell you that. It depends on the person because this person is a really one of the greatest people that I know. 100% hands down one of the greatest people that I know. I think if he was any less of a person as just a person, not
Hmm.
anything, just being a great human being, I am more inclined to want to spare your feelings and not embarrass you and not hurt your feelings.
I get it.
Most prominently, not embarrass you. When it comes to like if he was just a shitty shyster and
I get it.
he just, you know what I mean?
But that's why I was saying in the beginning. That's why I was like, giving the suggestion to women out there, like if guys ask you out, whether it's a friend, not friend, whatever, just play dumb, like, hey, is this a date? Just to see what they say, and just to throw
That's
it out
actually,
there.
but again, like you
You ain't
don't
gonna do it.
understand men and their egos. No, hell no. Most
That
of
would
these
that will
women are
soften. I'm telling you, I promise you, that will soften
for
the blow.
you, for
No, for all guys,
you.
I promise
No,
you.
you're
You're being
thinking of
nice,
men. I've
but you're
been in
being
that
nice.
situ No, I'm not. I'm telling you, I've learned it to be this. I've learned to do these things because I've been in situations. Thank God I drove and I was like, yeah, let's meet at the restaurant.
Yeah, but
What
you
if
had
I
control of the
didn't?
situation on that one. See, that's the
Exactly, that's my
difference.
point. But that's my
Yeah.
no, that is not the difference. That's my point, is that I was able to be nice because I was in control of the situation. If I wasn't and the guy had picked me up and it was a lesser of a guy that had a bigger ego that would have a bruised ego, if I had said, "Is this a date?" And then he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, no. Like, I don't like you like that." What do you think reasonably, like logically, not reasonably, but logically, what do you think would happen in that situation? The bitch gets left behind.
It depends on
Like,
what kind of guy he is. I mean, he
it
didn't
hap
like he
we
had.
talked
I'm not
about it
saying no. I'm
talked
not
about it
saying
a
it.
couple of weeks,
I know.
Angeles, like,
I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying now. But let's keep it in the reality now. So this is a friend of yours. This you said the nicest guy ever.
this is a good person,
Exactly.
yes.
So I don't think you would have hurt his
It's
feelings
not
if
happening. Yeah.
okay. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm giving a suggestion on that note. If a
Um,
good friend. Now
Me
we
and
can
my
go the other
poking
way.
the holes. I'm
No, no,
just
no, we're
poking
fine.
holes.
No, 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 we could dissect all of it because I think a lot of people need to know that too. But I'm saying I'm giving firm, solid advice especially when it comes to guys, and just on the base before you even enter the car, before even dates get confirmed, before you even walk down that threshold, even numbers get exchanged. I wouldn't even say numbers get exchanged, but if the guy's like having an open dialogue, having a conversation, and I'm not gonna say the date specifically, but just to invite to anything like, hey, you want to go out or do you want to do this, blah blah. And if that happens, I'm suggesting to other women just a cutesy little way, like, hey, is this a date?
That is, I will say this, like, that's
I don't,
100% accurate.
I don't think that would hurt a lot of guys' feelings. I'm gonna say a good 90% of guys would be like, okay, cool. What do you think?
Except for Poppy. Poppy would get butthurt.
You think so? You
You're
think
already
so?
killing me, yeah. Oh man, how you doing tonight?
What's going on,
Huh?
Poppy?
Just chilling, man. Just getting drunk over here with the family.
I already know how you do, bro.
Yeah, they're having a party over here at my house, so that's why I couldn't call any earlier because I don't know if you can hear the music in the background.
Oh
Can you
no,
hear it?
nah,
All right,
No,
good.
no, no, no.
he's
It's good.
lying. He don't have a party.
Oh, trust me, y'all know Poppy.
I'm
Hey,
joking.
man,
I do. I
Oh,
do. No
no.
receipts on this one. We don't need no receipts.
Trust me, I know.
Hey,
you
but
hear the salsa in the background? They're playing nothing but salsa right now in the living room.
Really?
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, like a real
Mhm.
family.
But yo,
Yeah, how you doing tonight, man?
no,
Huh?
we're pretty much chopping up, bro, and talking about topic about worst dates and best dates. So, do you have
Oh man.
a worst date story? Because she
Mm.
had one, and we're just pretty much dissecting it, but she don't want
I've
to
never
listen
had
to
a
the.
worse. I've never
She,
had a worse date.
she
I'm
thinks she
sorry.
don't. She thinks she don't.
I mean, I'm trying to think which one was my worst day. I honestly haven't had like a. I mean, I had some like so days, but usually I'm a good host.
Yeah, I see. I was telling her that mine was more like an inconvenience. I think like if I'm meeting up
Mm.
somebody and some fuckery happened during the line, like I dated one chick where well I didn't really date, but went on a date. It kind of went good. Haven't seen a month later, and I come over a place like the booty call hours where everybody call at 10, 11 o'clock. And her mom comes out with a towel with something skimpy on, and she's sitting there cleaning the house. The house is like dirty. Nothing's really happening the way I thought it was gonna plan. So that was pretty much the first story. Now, since you're thinking about your worst dates,
Mm.
Mika, do you have like the best dates? Because everything, I don't think everything's a best. Do you have like a memorable date? Like, man, that was a really good date.
You
Go
asked
to
me.
Poppy and come back to me. I'm gonna need a moment.
Oh my god! When the last time you went on a date?
A long time.
That was
Make
not
it go
cool.
one day every year.
One day a year. I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
she said she. How many days you been in the past 10 year? Like 10 days.
Yeah. You know too much about me, Poppy. Let's go to Poppy, and then we'll come back to me.
Oh my god! Got the receipts. Don't worry. We'll be in 10 years from YouTube later. I think she's trying to
I'll
make
have
sure
three more. I'll
trying
have
to
three
make
more.
trying to make sure she don't dox herself 10 years from now.
Oh man, she said. Yeah, Angela said 10 more years from now in
Yeah.
2032.
Yeah.
I better
Ooh,
be married by that time. I better not be looking for a date. What the hell?
I'm saying when you're YouTube famous, then this might come back and resurface.
oh yeah.
God.
thinking
All
about your
all the
past
guys
self.
coming out of the woodworks are like, she didn't go on 10 dates in 10 years.
Poppy
They're gonna
Blanco was
do.
right.
They're gonna
50,000
do the before and
kg.
after. Before and after.
Exactly.
This is
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Poppy Blanco was right. Let's go into the channel.
Mhm.
50,000 more subs.
Well, you guys work hard, big. It's a slow. One thing I learned about this, like, it's gonna be a slow grind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you might as well continue. I mean, I don't want to say you. All of us got it. All of us got to continue doing the same. Continue keeping a schedule.
But that's how
Whether
YouTube. That's what YouTube is about, bro. Especially with the podcast industry. Especially if you're doing the content creation. You just have to grind. That's pretty much all it is.
until you
What
get
if you nervous, whether you don't hate it, like even and I'm not trying to throw Mika on the bus or not, but just using an example. She might have stuff going in her life, and I come on, or it might be just like an Abram Preach type deal. And I know she don't know the history of Abram Preach. I mean, you pretty much do. When Abram Preach pretty much was a guest on No Jumper. They primarily supposed to go on together, but what happened was Abba went on one by himself with No Jumper, and then when he left, Preach came on and went right behind him on. So technically, they was both on, but reality, they wasn't. So it made more of a good show, made more of a good interesting feel because it was two individual people versus the show together. Let's say me and Mika is doing the Great Pill podcast. It's us, but everybody gonna have their favorites. They might say, "Hey, we like Mika for her personality, look, blah blah." They might like me for blah blah. They might just, "Hey, you just that guy next to Mika." Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So
That's
5
don't
years
talk
down.
don't talk about my husband that way.
So 5 years. So 5 years down the
Yeah.
line, 5 years down the line, we might hop on Poppy Blanco's show, and it's like, okay, well, shit, I'm expecting Mika and Jealous. Mika and Jealous will show up. Mika might be on one day. Hey, Poppy, do me a favor. I come on right after behind Mika, do a show by myself. Boom, interesting content. Now they got actually two different separate personalities from the Gray Pill. So it
Yo,
happens like that.
you just gotta look at it like this, man. Like, I don't know. We all know who Kevin Samuels is, right?
Cool. Yep.
But
Sure.
Wait, the one that I disagree with?
Yes, and you're just
the
you're
guy,
there.
he been on the YouTube in this YouTube streets for what 6-7 years, something like that.
I would say even longer too.
I mean, let's just go as far as 2015. Let's just say he started that year, right?
That's
He
not
just
about
got highlights here and look at him now. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
He took in that one video that went viral, the Irish Abyss joint.
But you know what? A lot of dynamics played an effect with that. Number one was a pandemic because nobody didn't have nothing to do. That was number one because Abram Preach actually
Everybody was at home.
Abram Preach had a whole conversation about that. Two, he paid attention to the analytics and he did his homework on what he needed to do. That was two. That was the first and foremost because he took everything. Because I think it was a whole conversation with the lead attorney. They had a whole conversation about that. He took everything that he took from the past, did his homework, and he made it work for him. After that, it just a matter of timing.
Yeah, the
That was
pandemic helped him a lot. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I wish we all would have started like last year, like April, March, when everybody was at home. We would have
That's
been
my
at
whole-
least 10,000 up.
trust me, that's my whole attitude then. But I never pushed forward on it, and it's like, But at the end of the day, I'm kind of glad it went the way it's going now. So
Mhm.
I got time. Like I had all the time to do the homework, but now I got the time to just like, okay, like I tell Mick, I just want to do content,
Yeah.
and just push it. That's all I want to do. I'm not worried about nothing else.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, you said that he studied the analytics. I believed it. This is what I think. I think Homeboy, he didn't like first. I think his show was supposed to be for rich guy. I think that was the people that he was trying to target.
Mhm.
Is the rich little, because that's what he talked about. High value guy equal to rich guy, right?
Mhm.
And he was trying to get the girls that is looking for these guys and put them together, right?
Mhm.
I highly doubt that he was trying to like he thought that he was gonna get this big because now everybody's involved with the show. You see what I'm saying? I highly doubt that because now everybody, you think like you got guys like that work at Walmart thinking that talking about they high value guys and shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ain't speaking to those people. I mean, I ain't rich, so I know he ain't talking to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But entertaining. You see what I'm saying?
Well, some of the regular chicks too think that he's talking to them too because they jumping on this podcast 24/7 thinking like, am I the one?
Again, look at the type of people that he has on the podcast, though. Like, it's based off of what you're saying is completely different than the kind of people that he has on the show. Like,
Yeah, but you cannot control that.
huh?
You cannot control that.
I think he did a little bit of it.
Why? By like screaming on when he make them call and he have them way at the how you call it at the
Not just that, but he does like one-on-ones with people.
huh?
He does one-on-ones with people as well.
That's different though. We talk about the show.
Even the people, no, because even the people that he's doing one-on-ones on, I get the show, but even I'll tell you this, it's not. I highly doubt that he's just answering calls. I have a feeling that it's like a screened call and then bringing them in, because what I was talking to Angelus about is, if you listen, I've listened to a lot of them, a lot of his segments, you would say, because I respect the man for his hustle, and I respect the man for how he talks and how he's able to maneuver everything. But the kind of people that he has on there are not to his degree, so he can manipulate every single person that's on his show. He is smarter than every person that goes on his show or that he talks to on that show. He doesn't find someone that's either as smart at him or smarter than him.
Okay, now
And
let me
This.
go
Let me
ahead,
ask
Poppy.
you this.
more
can
more
he
intellectual,
manipulate
I should say. Huh?
I would say he's screaming all these people, right? How can he actually do that?
If we wanted to do that and have people call in, I'd be like, Angelus, make sure you in psychology, there's like every time you meet with a therapist or every time you go somewhere, you have a list of questions. Those list of questions tell a person what level you're at, what you have going on, and it's also about how you speak. So if I go and I call in and I'm eloquently explaining what I want to say versus I'm so heartbroken my man left me. I'm so fucked up. I can't believe he left me. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's a person you can easily manipulate because they're playing out of their emotions and their feelings. Even if a guy calls in, he's like, no girl likes me. No one wants to talk to me, instead of like, I don't know
I
how I
gotta
can
push
attract my
back on
next
you a
mate.
little bit. I gotta push back because he's doing the show.
Do it.
No, he's
Huh?
doing the show live. So how can he that what you're saying? It tastes like it's something that would take time. If you, I mean, I know. For me, I'm asking. So
Not even. It's literally like, Poppy, if you and I were doing it, or let's say I had both of you guys, right?
Mm.
And I give you guys like 2 papers. I'm like, don't let anyone through that doesn't answer all of these questions and sounds
okay,
a certain way. This is like a hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
You let most of those people in. What I'm basing everything off of is I can manipulate these people. That's the issue. Is it like I can I'm gonna tell you this. I say that because I have the same problem. I know that I can manipulate conversations to fit my need and manipulate a person to think what I want them to think based off of X, Y, and Z. I could say like, you're really messed up and you need to go to therapy because X, Y, and Z and la da 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 da. The issue with that is that if used in the wrong way, you got a whole slew of people saying high value this, high value that. And now you got people in the Midwest that probably don't have as bad of a problem that people in the South or in the people in the metropolitan cities do, thinking the same way, thinking the same toxic way. And it's because they're following like there's people that are, let me say this. I didn't start this because of any other reason than I told Angelus, I'm like, this shit's messed up. Like, you've got people left and right on the girl's side thinking that they're like a bad bee because they're taking a man for all his money. And you've got guys on the other side that think that they are a high value man, that women need to obey them, or that all men cheat. I had a guy tell me, I had a guy tell me, and this is funny because I was interested in him, and I had him tell me how I need to come to terms with the fact that if I want a high value man, that I need to understand and make peace with the fact that he will cheat on me. And if I don't make peace with that, and this was like last year, and if I don't make peace with that, I'm never gonna find a high value man.
But I mean, it's been like
this
that.
man was 30 years old.
Listen, but it's been like this. It's been like this since the beginnings of times. Like this is the only thing now is people got the internet. They saying it. Like that's no Kevin Sam is not the first guy that ever invented that word. It's been
100%. He's
And they
just
got age
really.
experience on it.
All I'm saying is he is just really good at manipulating the situation and making it fit the narrative that he wants it to fit. Oh, what's up, girl?
Hey, what's going on, Natasha? How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How you
I'm doing
baby?
great.
Good.
Yo, I
That's all-
disagree, Minka. I highly disagree.
Don't make me come after you. I will pull a Kevin Samuels on you just to prove a point.
Okay, you cannot Kevin
And
Sam.
you don't want me to.
You live too far
You-
to manipulate me anyway.
You don't. No, like
I know, Poppy, get around. Let's not start.
it's not about
No,
a sexual
but the
thing.
reason why, listen, it's like that seems like a lot of work to like.
It is
I
a lot of
mean,
work.
You got a point in there. Like he probably got his moderators kind of like screaming to a series of questions. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
I'm saying I could understand that. What I'm saying is like, I'm gonna tell you this way. Let's just break him down for a second, right? He has a strong black woman that raised him, yet he's attacking every other strong woman. And in his narrative, his mom didn't get married until he was older.
Well, hold that thought because now I got to play devil's advocate with you in that one. But we're gonna
Do
give
it.
Tasha the floor. Hey, Natasha, how we doing? Did I pronounce your name right?
I'm so sorry.
Yes, Natasha. Yes.
Okay, Natasha, how we doing? Welcome to the Great Pill. You got Poppy, Minka here. Would like to say hi, introduce yourself.
Well, my name's Natasha. I'm a good friend of Anna's, and
Okay, you don't have to give your age out. We're not gonna do that on this podcast. Okay?
Right.
Even though you look like you're 21, but you know you got
I thought 25 is there. Everybody's 21.
Let's go with that.
yeah, I guess so. Everybody's 21, 25. I just literally saw like a
Um,
TikTok video of girls in their set in the year claiming that they're looking better than the 19 and 20-year-olds at the year 75 or 78. I don't know what's going on with TikTok.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
That's really
yeah,
cool.
I don't know.
You never seen this like some little video there flows? Yeah, some weird little video there show this the older woman will show herself off and like they're looking better than the 90s and the something babies or something like that. I don't know, it's weird.
Shit. Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean, most people say that.
Well,
All right.
I'm gonna just say this, like as a 30-year-old Minka. I don't know. Never mind.
Okay.
Carry on. Devil's advocate.
Natasha, do you
Go
I know we pretty much pivoted on the left, so it's pretty much cool with the conversation because it's open. The
Mhm.
topic of conversation is worst dates, best dates. So do you have a worst date story? It could be the first date, 16th date, whatever.
Just the
Um,
worst.
Trying to think here, because honestly,
Is it only me?
I
Because it seems like y'all just thinking hard. Like I
I
had
didn't
two
do
good
a lot
stories.
of dating. I didn't do a lot of dating, so I literally have been
Now I feel like I gotta ask you your age now. You say you don't do a lot
a
of dating.
few long-term relationships. That's why I'm
Okay.
a relationship kind of girl. So I would meet someone and get locked in.
Okay.
Mm.
So how long you have to be dating that person to be locked in?
Sorry, did my phone call cut that?
Oh, you're fine. I think we hear you now.
Yeah, you're good. Nope, I can't hear
No,
you.
she went back out.
Yeah, so
Now we
Okay, there
I had like two. You can hear me now? You're good?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're good. We're good.
Okay, sorry, a phone call was coming through. So I had 2 6-year relationships and a 5-year relationship, and
God damn.
yeah, so I was just locked in. So
Good Lord.
dates,
You
I
sound like my
didn't
ex,
feel-
but she still had bad dates too. I mean, she had like 5 years, 6 years, but they just never married her. So I thought,
Mm.
what's
He's
up
a
with
lover.
that? Like that at some point, sitting back wondering, like, man, why were we together for so long and no ring put on it?
she's all in the
Okay.
matrix right now. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
She's in the Matrix.
You know.
Oh, I don't know what was happening.
Okay.
Anyways. So yeah, I don't have a worst date experience, to be honest, that I can think of at all, because yeah, I
Best date.
wasn't out there single and like dating and going on blind dates or like being set up with by friends and things like that. It's
Okay,
just-
let me play a pet peeve with that one then, since you said that. So, because women say that, so that is it true that women don't count the bodies or the dates, even though, let's say, in the 5-year periods, between the 5-year periods, you just chose not to count the other guys' dates and you just pick that one and say, hey, this is a date?
Huh?
That's a thing.
That was very confusing. Not sure. Like,
So you
you're
pick
saying
and
that
choose what a date is?
Exactly. Like y'all keep body counts. Is that true?
I keep body
Everybody
counts.
does.
A lot
Yeah.
of women don't. A lot
Oh,
of women
you
don't
don't
keep body counts.
Wait, Natasha, you don't keep body counts?
She said, no, we're
So-
gonna count that.
right. So by this we mean like
Let's just say you
So-
go out with Poppy and then you go out with me later. Poppy date was just ass, and that was the best date you ever had. So you ain't gonna try to remember Poppy, but you're gonna remember me. You're gonna count my date, but you're not gonna count Poppy.
oh no. I would any date, however it goes or however it ends or whatever. It's still a
You
date.
count
If
all
you're
the
going out
dates,
on a date,
yeah.
it's a date.
That's weird.
Okay.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Because I know some women that would do that. They'll actually say if it was a bad lay or if it's a bad relationship, they don't count it. They
I heard
actually try
even
to-
worse
What
though.
the hell is this? Sex in the City?
Yeah,
No, I
that's what I was
Similar
told.
to- I heard something similar. I heard when you fuck with a condom, didn't even count either. I mean, this is what girls. I swear. I swear.
How,
That's good.
Puppy, how do you come up with this stuff from like left field? Like we
No.
take it here and then you're like, let me just take it over here.
No, because listen, he said bad
Yeah, that's
days
what I heard.
LA.
You
I
heard
actually
that too?
Yeah, a woman
I
literally
heard
told me
some
to my
female-
this is a good friend of mine. She literally told me, she said it was something I was watching and it got brought up in conversation. Matter of fact, I think it was on Duke of Dawn. And then it got brought up in conversation, and I told a friend of mine, and one I dated and one I know is a good friend. I told her, said, hey, do you count this as body? And she started laughing. I was like, is this shit true? She's like, yeah. It's like we literally try to forget the worst dates or the bad lays.
Mm.
It's like
Mm.
we'll
That's
try
the
to
stupidest thing I ever heard.
yeah, it's like we
I
don't
heard some
count it.
shit like that too. I heard like, yo, I heard some. Listen, one thing
Yeah.
about me
This is
that
y'all women's lives. Y'all let us know. We're
I
the guys trying
love
to figure this out.
to hear females talk, yo.
Well,
Well,
let me ask you this,
I'm just
Natasha.
curious
Are you single now? If you don't mind me asking, are you single?
For me,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so there you go. Everybody's single. Now,
I
let me
I
throw
learned
this. 'Cause
so-
now
I
I'm
learned-
going
I
so left, but I'm gonna throw this. I'll let you finish. So let me throw this one at you, Natasha. Do you consider yourself in a relationship even though you don't have the ring on your finger? Because technically, you're still single.
Mm-mm. Right, on paper, if you're checking boxes, you're checking single, not married, or divorced, or whatever the other options are.
It's a ring on your finger because they say women winning if you got the ring on your finger. So I just want to throw it out there.
Jesus.
If I'm in a no, I still would
Okay.
say yeah, I would consider no ring on the finger in a relationship. I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
so,
All right. Just want to throw it out there, fellas.
Yeah.
If a female tell you that, she just want to get around, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
she's just being a hoe.
Yeah, like if she got a boyfriend for like 8 months in a year, and she was like, "Well, technically I'm single." She wanna
Yeah,
Hey,
get-
no,
hey,
just wanna
guys
get-
do that.
wanna-
Guys do that too now. Guys like,
Hmm?
hey, we're not
I
married.
don't have the ring.
Yeah, I got no ring.
Oh,
but
guys don't talk like that, Angela. What niggas you ain't got with?
I know dudes that tell me that, like, yo, ain't no ring on my finger, so I'm still single by the eyes of God.
I never heard a man saying
I
that.
swear to you, yo. I swear to you. I swear to you. I swear to you.
My homies might say like, "Well, I got a girl, but she ready to give it up. I give it to her." I never heard no one go with the
Hey,
ring.
my dudes on my end, like, yo, she don't live here. Ain't no ring on my finger, so they just keep it pushing. That's them.
Does the ring mean a whole lot?
I feel like we're telling too much gems for these women right now because they just like,
Minka, how you been?
No, you're making it so that what I was gonna say earlier is like I'm scared of dating because of you guys. Damn, like there's so many things I learned. I'm like, what the hell is this? What do you mean? So now
I'm scared of dating because of y'all.
What?
I'm scared of dating because of y'all. Like you single, you hot, she's single, she
Yeah.
hot. Y'all both in a fucked up ass state, country, LA's like you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be negative on that one. So it's like then it's like what women outnumber men, like what? I'm just gonna say 8-2. So it's like we got no
In LA?
chance. And then you got men that's like nervous to date chicks like y'all, like, hey, you know, like even approach women like Natasha or Minka. And then we fumble with our
Yeah, I don't
words
get
and
that.
huh? I'm saying most guys do,
Women
bro.
get me nervous.
Most guys do, bro.
I think Natasha has to log out and log back in because she can't see anything on her end.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just staring at myself here.
Okay, well, I just back out and back right back in.
Right,
Go.
okay.
Peace
All
out.
Right.
Yeah, like I never understood that. Like people being nervous to like talk to. Like let's say if I don't know Mickey, if I see her at the club It depends what she got on too, whatever. It depends what I'm
Who?
on.
I hope
You-
she would wear something nice at the club.
No, she
Who?
hey, she be on her sexy shit. She be on her
Who?
I know, but the way you said it though, like, hey, if she wearing, it depends on what she wearing in the club. So if she goes to the club, well, I ain't, you know
No,
what?
because a
It'd be
couple
some
weeks
bum,
she
it'd be some
told
bummy
me
girls at the club
she
too.
was on her sweatpants and shit like that. So I was like, oh, I don't know about that. When I see
It'd be some cute,
when I
it'd be
see
some
her at the
cute chicks at the
Actually,
club.
when she logs back in, she'll tell you the story because that's who I went to go see at the club in my sweatpants and everything. I was in my Air Force Ones, my sweatpants, and a t-shirt. Like,
Okay,
I'll
that's
tell you
me.
what though, I did get asked out on a date even in that, and I asked the guy, I'm like, "Why are you asking me on a date?" He's like, "Cause you were in sweatpants and you still look bad." I'm like,
Yeah, regular smuggler. Yeah, I'm down for that.
like if I see her at the club, bro, like I attack her. When she say no,
"You attack me?"
huh?
You said I
Metaphorically speaking.
No,
Jesus
attack you. Okay,
Christ.
yeah, I forgot you
But
ain't
this,
LA.
hey, but this the one gonna mind control you though.
I forgot she said bougie LA girl. My bad. Let me say I
Oh
will
my
approach
god,
you.
do not even bring that up. Do not
I
even
will
bring that up.
approach you in a very disrespectful way.
Respectfully.
Huh? But you were
Respectfully.
looking. I'm very
I
respectful.
know. I said disrespectfully.
It depends
Wait.
how much Henny I got in my system. Because listen, if I got 2-3 shots, I'm gonna be nice, sweet, whatever. But if I got 7-8 shots, man, I'm gonna say some reckless shit that gonna make you ear hack, boy.
Always
Either
the
you
Henny.
gonna hate me, or we going for a ride to the club. One of the two is gonna happen. Ain't gonna be in between. Either I think this train is either north or south. Ain't no in between in there.
I think that's a good thing. I
Understand.
mean, I don't know. Anyways, whatever.
That's why I don't got female friends, yo, because either I fuck them or I don't. That's it.
I'll be your female friend. You can't fuck me.
Nah.
He says nah.
I don't know. I mean, Angel probably got female friends. I cannot
Yeah, I
have
was raised by
female friends,
women.
yo.
I gotta have female friends, bro.
You
I mean,
you should. How are you gonna be able to
I got
do that?
homegirls. I don't like they're not my friends.
How are they not your friends?
Huh?
How are they not your friends?
Because like okay, friend is somebody like for example, my homies. Like I'm like the number one contact if if I gotta go pick their kids from school, and you see what I'm saying? That's a friend right there. I
Yeah.
got kids to their house. That's a friend right there.
Right.
The girls that I consider homegirls, nah, they didn't even know where I live. You see what I'm saying?
Oh damn, they're not friends. Okay, carry on.
To me, yo, it's just like I mean, I love women. It's just like we really don't got nothing in common with women like that. To be like, I never heard a homie be like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my homegirl, man. We gonna talk about some shit today. I never heard that one before.
you know what,
just
man?
your boy.
How you doing, sir? I'm that guy.
Yeah, I got a lot of guy friends
I
like
ain't gonna
that.
lie. You'd have been jealous of me. You'd be thinking I probably fucked all of them because like and I, like one job at one company I used to work with, right? I had one was a work wife, real cool. We actually dated, but we just became friends. One was a work wife,
Oh.
one was my sister, and one was like it's funny because she had my same last name, so we just claim each other like kin. Like first, she was like the crazy cousin, and we'll just every week we just run our mouth. Like, you know, everybody at work just talk. So we'll talk about movies, and the only thing we had in common as far as going outings, we'll go out, pick a movie, go out to the movie, pick a spot to eat, and just talk about the movie or whatever. And that's all we did, like every other weekend. That's all we did. And we was so that's how we did it. And then I was working for the company for like 5 years. So after the company ended, the last one's still there. So the other one, my homegirl's like my sister. She still hit me up like, hey, big bro. I'm like, hey sis. I'll stop over to her. Like now her daughter. At first I wanted to smash her daughter. Her daughter like just like straight asshole from day one. And then after that, we just became like real cool. Now she good people's. Like I can call her like, yo, tell me some grimy stuff or give me some advice. Like she just hit me up off the blue. And then I'll fuck with her mom all the time because her mom's like my sister. So I come on like, hey, you know, I'll marry you. Like I'll say some dumb stuff like that just to mess with her. So, but that's all we'll do. We'll hug each other, like, you know, joke around, but that's pretty much it. So,
Yeah, I don't got that personality right there, bro. You better men than I am because
I was raised by women. I was raised by women, bro. So that's pretty much like aunts, all my aunts, my mom's best friends. That's
yeah,
just
me
like,
too. But I just went completely left. Like, listen, I was raised by a single mom, so
you
listen.
damn sure
You're
did.
like You're
Hey, I was
like,
playing the Strong Guy Brother routine, bro. Like, you remember 5 Heartbeat? I was sitting there just like, he's so cute.
Yeah, look, I trying to have a girl, a girl that is a friend, yo, and I end up fucking her, yo. So
Slamming.
that didn't work. Like we end up fucking. I tried my hard for her to be my hunger, yo. Like my girlfriend, like my friend, my hunger. You see what I'm saying? And
I think it just
worked.
I think it just
It was
happened.
one night. It was one night. I went out. She happened to be out. We was getting lit. Next thing you know, like, hey, she saw I was gonna catch a cab home because I was that drunk. Like, yo, I didn't even want to touch my car.
Mm.
She, I don't take you home. Don't worry about it. All right, come on, bestie. She used to go be bestie. And then she dropped me off on. She was like, I'm going to the bathroom. Yo, I just went into the. I was like, yo, just like I was so drunk, just lay in the bed. I'm like, just leave that door open. Ain't no one gonna come here anyway. And yo, next thing you know, homegirl lay right next to me. So next thing you know, homegirl was on top of me. And you was getting it in. You see what I'm saying? Just like I just don't.
Hey,
Like I say, bro, I love women with a passion. I just cannot have them as a friend like that. You see what I'm saying?
that's called weak-minded, brother.
yeah,
I gotta be that
you
guy.
are. You are. I'm gonna say, yeah, you are because I'm gonna say this. Like,
I was
having
drunk.
male-
I was drunk. Okay.
Hey, you knew when that handy touched your hand, you knew what you was gonna do. You knew when that handy touched. Exactly. Look, you smiling.
What did I
It's guilt.
miss?
Some
Poppy
people can't have
any. Sorry, go ahead.
no kind of dick
Not
control.
some people.
Some people can't have dick control.
Because I promise you, the guys that you call friend, they will fuck you if you give them the chance.
Every female friend he had, he
100%.
fucked.
I know
All right
that.
then. So then they're really your friends.
No, but they
It's
are
true.
because I've already had the conversation. If a man is my friend, I told them straight off the bat, it's never gonna happen.
But guess what? I'm
But
a man.
no. I
Most
got you.
men
Pop.
they're gonna be sit back and be like, you know what? I'll be your friend because they're gonna hope that one day you
Exactly.
send them a text message.
Exactly.
I am horny.
And she just had that moment, Poppy, because she just told that story earlier about the guy friend that hung out with her, and he shot her shot with her, but unfortunately she didn't catch the hint that he liked her more than just he liked her more than just a
Right.
friend.
But what you've also had my friend here on the first one that we did. How real was he? He straight up told me this stuff. He's like, yeah, that is cuffy.
That's him.
He's
We
like,
talking
where'd you
about this
think?
one.
No, yeah, but I have dude.
But that dude, you already told you he on Poppy level. He said point blank period. I know I don't want to fuck you. I know what level I'm on with you. So I'm gonna do me.
No, but
if
he respects it. I'm gonna tell you this because
he sound like he 100.
There was one time I like asked. He was drunk. I'm like, hey, rub my back because it was hurting, and he started rubbing my back, but he's kind of like lit, and his hands were going lower. He's like, hey, bitch, I can't massage you. What the fuck? I was gonna go lower.
Exactly.
And, like, it's a level, like, we are human beings. I'm not gonna. There's so many women that are like, no, they're my real friends. They would never do that, and it's like, penis and vagina, bro. Like, it's just it's animalistic. Like, I understand it, but there is a certain, what I look at is what level of respect do I have from them and what level of respect do I have for them. And I'll tell you, and that what that does in my friendships is that I've got several male friends that are actually very, very good friends that haven't done anything to me, always respect me, have always been whatever. If that happens where they like say something or I can pick up a vibe, because there was another guy a long time ago, we were hiking and he was talking about wanting a friends with benefits, to find someone as a friends with benefits. I was like, yeah, good luck with that, man. Yeah, that's good luck with that. Good luck finding that.
Well, let's throw hands on that one. So anybody down for in their past or current ever did friends with benefits?
Well, I love them. I love those.
Yeah.
Okay. Natasha?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. We adults.
Best relationship ever.
I don't know, because Natasha's I'm about to see like a halo come over Natasha's head for a second.
Those are the best relationships ever, actually. The best, the friend with benefits.
I can't even.
You can't, what?
What you say? She said, I don't think she can hear. Oh, again.
I got you, Natasha.
Was she just talking?
She need her some headphones. Is she doing this from her phone or the computer?
Can't hear you.
Is it from your phone or computer?
Can't hear you. Baby.
Oh, phone. She said the phone.
She gonna have to reboot that phone.
If it's Apple, I swear to God, I'm shitting on it. I bet you.
It looks like an Apple. The camera look pretty good.
Yeah, if it's Apple, I'm shitting on the phone right
I
now.
mean, is she from LA?
Yeah, I believe so.
Of course she
No,
got
no,
an
no.
Apple phone.
She's not born and raised from LA. I
Yeah,
remember
she in
that,
LA right
right?
now.
You're not from LA.
Yeah, she's currently in
Is she in LA
LA.
right now?
She's getting stamped.
Is she in LA right now?
Yes.
What the hell? Now we can't see you.
You know what I
Yeah,
think? You're fine. You know what I think it is, Natasha? When you're
We can see you. Oh my god, it works.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, now there's just me, and I don't see any of you guys, and I have to do it all over again. I told. Okay.
Okay, you know what I think it is? Hold on. I'm gonna try to walk you through it real quick. So give me a second.
Aw, what a gentleman.
Yeah, you see, Angela's a real good friend. It's a female. It's a women's friend.
He knows how to control his penis.
No. We all can. Hey, listen. I could have been fucking cryheads, but I didn't. So I know how to control my penis.
There you go.
Hey,
Tell
did
him,
you
brother.
ever see? I need to send you the meme or the video where the guy's like giving.
Hold on. All right.
Crackhead.
Did you share her the link through just text message or through DM?
DM. Do you want me to send her the one that you just sent me?
You can do that. Now, this I'm gonna explain to her how to do it this way because she says she can't see us. So once you click on the link,
Okay.
you will
so
see.
sent me.
Okay, once you click on the link, you'll see where it says little a picture that shows like an earpiece, and then you're gonna see your picture. On the top right corner, you'll see 3 little dots. Okay, it look like a little picture hourglass, whatever. You're gonna say StreamYard on the top left. On the far right, see 3 little dots. Tap the 3 dots. You're gonna see an opening. Gonna say refresh, open in whatever internet browser you're at. Do the internet browser, and I'll take you straight through it.
Okay. I mean, I did do this through Safari on my through the internet browser on my phone, but on my
Okay,
phone.
well, on the 3 dots, it gave you the option of because it says report website, refresh, open into because my phone right now I'm using Samsung, so it says open in Samsung internet, and then copy, share, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so she's backed out to do that.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's pretty much it. She can also. I'm just saying this out just for everybody else. So you can always it'll take you straight there, but you can also refresh it. Okay.
Okay. I can
Now?
see you guys.
Oh my god, and
Okay.
we can hear you. I'm so excited.
All right, cool.
Oh, you couldn't hear me at some point?
I heard you, but it kicked in and out for like a second or two, but it worked. All right, so
It's-
we're gonna do this because we're pretty much an hour and 12, so we're gonna check it out to a whole nother conversation. All right, because
Okay.
our reaction video do that, and since Natasha's fresh into it, have a great new conversation. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna end it. Un momento.